Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and we finally have a decision in the Hunter Biden case, and it is going to make some people really furious. Before we get started, folks, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Among the people who are furious with the decision here are former President Donald Trump, Kevin McCarthy, James Comer, Elise Stefanik, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and yours truly. There are others, I'm sure, that are very furious with this. This case, in my opinion, proves there are two systems of justice, two systems of crime and punishment here in the United States, and I think it is abhorrent what we're seeing happen. Hunter Biden was charged with a litany, or at least accused of a litany of crimes. But here's what he pled guilty to, and he pled guilty two misdemeanor, I should say, tax evasion charges. These were just charges about missing the deadline. He did wind up eventually paying the taxes. No problem with giving him a slap on the wrist on that. But also a felony gun charge. And the felony gun charge apparently is, he pleaded guilty to it. It says a felony. But in the plea agreement, the prosecution, he could face up to a year in prison on each charge. The prosecution has decided they're only going to recommend probation for Hunter Biden. Probation. Now I ask you, of course, there's not two consecutive cases, but I ask you, if this was Donald Trump Jr., would that be the punishment they would recommend? They have Trump on classified documents and some silly phone calls. Classified documents that other presidents and vice presidents, and hey, Joe Biden, when he's a senator, also did. And yet, none of those people got prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Trump, apparently, is special. Trump gets to get prosecuted to the furthest extent of the law. Hunter Biden gets to walk and go home. If that does not scream to you that there are two separate systems of justice in this country, two separate systems of punishment, then I don't know what it's going to take. How liberals can sit and defend this today knowing what they're doing to former President Trump, knowing what they would do if this was Donald Trump Jr. or Eric Trump or Ivanka Trump or Jared Kushner or heck, even Barron Trump or Tiffany Trump. If it was anybody named Trump, what I believe they would be doing. And liberals know it. Democrats know it. This is another gotcha. This is another them sticking it in your face. Oh, they're going to spike the football on this. They're going to tell you, hey, the Justice Department didn't think it was a big deal. The same way they didn't think Hillary Clinton's classified scandal was a big deal, but Trump's apparently is. She destroyed evidence, not a big deal. Trump gave the evidence over. That's a big deal. That has to be federally prosecuted, folks. Big threat to national security. There are two systems of justice in this country. It has to be stopped. This is ridiculous. What is happening in this country is ridiculous. And for Hunter Biden to walk away scot-free, again, I don't think that the tax charges are that big against him. Guy missed deadlines. Not a huge deal. But the felony gun charge? There's no prosecution on the felony gun charge? There's no prison sentence on the felony gun charge? If his last name was not Biden, would there be prosecution on a felony gun charge? You go to any city in this country, any urban area, you ask an African American if they believe that they would get away with a felony gun charge, and see what they tell you. Anybody who's not rich or connected to a powerful individual or is not hated like President Donald Trump is hated, would they get to walk on a felony gun charge? And you see what they tell you. Would you, watching this video, get to walk on a felony gun charge? Would any of us? Hunter Biden does. And you're going to look me in the face, Democrat Party, Department of Justice, you're going to look me and the American people in the face and you're going to say that nobody's above the law? Nonsense. We see time and time again that there is a select group of people that happen to subscribe to a select group or platform of political thought that seem to be above the law, that seem to be exempt from it all. Now, you explain to me why that is. Is it in everybody's imagination who's been watching this? Are we all imagining it? Prosecution to recommend probation. I couldn't believe it when I read it, and then at the same time, I could believe it, because this is what our country has become. It is time for you, It is time for you to get your voices heard, to speak out, start protesting, writing your Congress people. Take action. You have to stop sitting idly by and just letting this happen and just complaining about it, right? We come out here every day and we deliver the news. That's my portion of this. I'm going to inform you of what's going on. People like me are going to inform you of what's going on. And we can't take action alone. It's time for conservatives to do what liberals do. Demand justice. They take to the streets in protest and demand justice. Do it peacefully. Always do it peacefully. But demand justice. You have a right in this country at the First Amendment to have your voice heard. Well, it's time to start doing that, because they're not going to stop railroading you until you do. Folks, again, I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I really, really want your comments on this story. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.